People think that luck is something out of our control. I mean, it's in the name. But what if I told you you can actually control it? Or at least influence it a bit? That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. If you think you can't, it will be impossible. But if you believe you can, at least there's a chance. I see this so much in people who wants to do big things, and that's a good thing, but they don't believe they can do it. And just that subconscious belief that they can't automatically means that they won't. When you actually believe you can actually do something, at least it moves the possibility of it happening from 0%, from impossible, to 0.1%, but at least it's possible. It's something that can happen. And I take that any day over the alternative. So, success is cause and effect, input and output. You put in good actions and you get good outcomes. You put in bad actions and you get bad outcomes. It's like when you eat junk food. Obviously, the input is bad, so the output is gonna be bad. Your health suffers. It's like if you sleep late. This is one of the best quotes I've ever heard. It came from Hamza. You deserve the consequences of your actions. And if that sounds like an insult, you're doing something wrong. Bro, that's a banger quote. Because think about it, every action you take has consequences. It's cause and effect. You do one thing and you get its results. If you're liking the content, I'm Benjamin, I'm a young man on self-improvement, and I help other young, ambitious men improve their lives through simple self-improvement. If you like the content, share, subscribe, like, do all those things for the algorithm, because it helps me get the content out to more people like you. And if I tell you you deserve the results of your actions, if it sounds like I'm threatening you, if it sounds like a bad thing, like I'm insulting you, then you need to change your ways because you're doing something wrong. If I go to the hardest working person I know and I tell him you deserve every consequence of every action you take, he'll tell me thanks bro and like dap me up. But if I go to like the lazy fat person and I tell him bro, you deserve everything you have, he'll look at me like all defensive, like no, I'll try harder. Don't avoid cause and effect. Don't act like the victim when you're the one who put yourself in that situation. That's a bar. Now, remember I told you that belief takes it from impossible to possible? Well, good actions increase the likelihood of it happening. So, instead of 0.1%, it gets it to maybe 10%. Because that's step one, believing. Step two is doing the actions that get you to where you want to go. So like that, you've already made it possible because you believe you can do it. Now you're increasing the likelihood that it will happen because you're changing your input and thus changing your output. So better input, better output, more chance of success. Now, weed people out. If you just believe you're already ahead, you already got rid of 90% of people. It's actually crazy how little people actually have belief that they can actually do something great. It's so sad because we're all capable of it. You look at the ultra successful people, they're not like genetically gifted or anything. They just follow certain principles that you can replicate and thus get a result for yourself. So you've already weeded out 90% of people. Now just 10% remain. So what can you do to get an advantage over this 10%? Now you need to do things people aren't willing to do. Sacrifices. Now this is where it gets really hard because those 90%, it's kind of easy to get rid of them, but now this 10% is really competitive, and it's even more competitive in the final 1%. And if you think about it, that's why the 1% of people get basically all of the results. If you think about the, like, I don't know, top 100 billionaires, they have the majority of money in the world. It's like the top 10% of people have more money than like the bottom 50% of people in the entire population. That's actually crazy. This is something that I live by, I believe. If you do everything right, if you are literally perfect in your execution, in your learning, in your mentality, your mindset, your belief, If you do everything right, you will become successful. That's just how it is. And now this is something that I heard from Andrew Tate, and I actually really, really like. Luck, if you think about it, look at all the successful people. You can look at Bill Gates. He was literally one in a million because when he was young, that was the likelihood that he would be put in a school that had a computer at his age. Those are crazy odds. But then, look at how much work Bill Gates put in. Can you say he got lucky? Yes and no. You see, this mindset that I got from Andrew Tate, he says that God is always watching, which he is, and he rewards people who deserve it the most. So, if you're lazy, you're fat, you're arrogant, you're full of pride, all these bad things, do you think God will want to reward you? Do you think you deserve the reward? But on the other hand, if you take care of your body, let's say these are abs, if you're kind, if you're a good man, bro, if you're nice to people, if you're nice to animals, and this, if you work harder and you work more than everyone else, obviously God will reward you. He will give you more rewards. It's like putting your hand up. Hey God, look at how hard I'm working. Look at how much I'm doing. Give me the rewards, please, because I think I deserve it. And then just leave it to him. You do your part, yes, but he will reward you. He will give you all that you deserve, but you need to deserve it. And you need to show that you're actually capable of handling it. And this is another sort of mindset where, like, you need luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Let me write it out. And that basically means where if you prepare enough, if you put enough input, you will be lucky. And look, think about it. If you never go outside, you never do anything, you never meet people, you never go to places, how do you expect to meet luck? You need to be in a position for luck to find you. Like when I went to that summer camp, I didn't want to wake up early, I didn't want to train, but I got myself up and off my ass. I went to train, I trained hard. I wasn't 10 on 10, I'll admit that, but because I was in the right place at the right time and I prepared in the right way, I was there and someone saw my talent and thus I was signed with the team. That's what it means to be lucky. Maybe on that day I didn't deserve it as much as on the other days, but just because I prepared so well before then, luck sort of came and saved my ass. It's like that was when God rewarded me for my hard work. On that day, it was sunny, I was sweaty, I was tired. I had a double day, so I trained in the morning in summer camp, and then I trained with the team in the afternoon. I was tired, bro, but I still busted my balls. I still worked hard. That's for granted, that's a given. And that's where luck comes in. I was in the right place. In the right place at the right time at the correct level. Had I not prepared, I wouldn't have been at this level. This is not a T, this is like level. If I was in the same place at the same time, but had I not prepared before, I would have been at this level and they wouldn't have signed me. But cause I prepared so well and cause I trained so much, I eat so well, I sleep good, I do all the things right, I upped my level and thus I impressed them. You're not early, you're not late, you're just on a different timeline. See you, bro.